So I've been raised by the idea that I am supposed to work hard for money. And this is not because my family just genuinely woke up one day and said, "Hey, I'd like to work super hard to get half of the things that I want out of this life." No, this is because of generation after generation being screwed over by capitalism, by so many other like systems of dominance and the patriarchy, that this was really what they had to do to survive. And given the fact that now I have so many more resources and so many different ways to make money now, I've really stepped outside of that narrative. So today's video is going to be a what I call realistic, but some may call unproductive day in my life. The reason I'm filming this is because I used to watch other like day in my life videos from other content creators, and while they would be like cool, I noticed that a lot of them put a really big emphasis on productivity. And in the point of view of a YouTuber, I can understand that this is because they didn't want viewers to get bored and to click off the video, but in the same breath, this kind of content was pushing a narrative that could easily become unhealthy. I know because I experienced it firsthand when I would be going about my day-to-day life and not even realizing that the content I was watching was changing things in my subconscious mind that made me feel like I wasn't either doing things the correct way or doing enough. I said in one of my last videos that because social media has a habit of constantly throwing around just opinions 24/7, that it can be a lot for people to deal with. And the same way it rewired my subconscious mind, it's definitely done some damage on a lot of other people. I don't want people thinking that they need to do more to be more, like, to deserve more out of this life. None of us should have to work hard to get validated for just existing. Given the fact that I am finally in my new apartment, if you guys knew from previous videos, I've been able to get back on track with my daily practices, which include yoga, meditation, journaling, and skincare. Recently, I've been using these new products from a company called Good Molecules that I really enjoy. And that's saying a lot because I have sensitive skin and I'm always skeptical about trying new products. However, when it comes to this brand, I've enjoyed a lot of what they've sent me. Personally, my favorite products so far have been the silicone-free priming moisturizer, the hyaluronic acid serum, and the rose water daily cleansing gel. So all of the products that I have used are very light and they retain moisture in my skin. That was something that was a really big deal to me because the products I used to use were petroleum based. This is because I was having a hard time retaining moisture in my skin. Like, I would wash my face, let it air dry, and it would get ashy. Like, I would like for my face to not be ashy afterwards. Since I've been using all of these products, my skin has been retaining moisture before I even put moisturizer on it. So, highly recommend. Luckily for you all, Good Molecules is having a Black Friday festival from November 25th to November 29th, and this gives you discounts on all of their products. Some of these deals include 25% off site-wide, 30% off bundles. The skincare mini fridge that is usually $60 will be $15, and there will be free gifts with purchases made on the weekend. You can check out all of these details and more in the description box down below. One thing I've come to notice is that the American dream really made it feel like I have to chase a career, and it made it even worse that I received a lot of that same pressure from family members growing up. Like, I'm 14. Why am I expected to know what I want to do for the rest of my life? Now, granted, I personally knew because I kind of just came out of the womb knowing that I wanted to be this or to be that and to do these things and try this out when I was a kid. I think that has a lot to do with my zodiac placements. Not to really take us, to take us there, because if I'm not mentioning astrology in a video, is it really a video? No. But yeah, granted that I knew what I wanted to be, I came across a lot of people who did not. Now, when I was in college, I used to be so shocked when people told me that their major was undecided because I'm thinking, how do you not know what you want to do with your life? But because of that, I'm not going to question my 18-year-old self and say, why do I always have to be doing? Why is my idleness not seen as productivity? Why do I always have to be achieving or accomplishing or just working? I'm tired of working. My being is a blessing, and just being is better than getting a degree to be qualified for a job that I don't even like. Parents will say that we're wasting our lives if we're not doing anything, but wouldn't we still be wasting them if we aren't doing something we love? Sucks to say, but I've had a lot of friends have this issue. Luckily, my parents weren't like that. Like, they really allowed me to have creative expression for, yeah, as much as they could tolerate. But growing up, my story was a little different from a lot of people. A lot of my peers had like older parents, and my parents were young, but because of that, a lot of my friends and the stories that they would tell me were like, I don't know how to find myself amid people telling me who they want me to be. So that shit sucks. Yeah, if that's your story, damn. I don't know. I would hope that people were like persevering through that, learning through that, accepting themselves through all of that. So y'all, I have been sitting here watching you, and why does Joe put on that hat and think he's invisible? Like, if I put on a hat and walked out in public, people would still recognize me. Like, it does not make a difference. The nigga always look like he going to the grocery store. Like, you're not fooling anybody. Also, I'm also freaked out about the fact that it's not even 11 o'clock yet. Like, I'm just up. Like, this is early. I don't know. Anyway. At this point in my day, I am normally sifting through the mountain of things that I had hoarded inside of my family members' storage units. See, now this right here, this makes me think about consumerism. Like, why was I being pushed so hard to get good grades for a job that will be ran over by AI within the next 20 years? Like, make it make sense. College was the biggest waste of money, and if anyone thinks that I am paying my student loans, they are in for a rude awakening. I will renounce my U.S. citizenship before succumbing to one of the dumbest concepts that this country has created, and that's debt. Like, what is debt? I hate it when, like, systems will really be like, oh yeah, you see this number? Yeah, this number, this holds a lot of power over you, over your life. It tells us exactly what it is we need to know about you. Like, it really just makes me feel like I'm in school again. A number just holding so much value over who I am as a person. Like, I remember, like, man, my first report card in my 6th grade year in middle school, I think I had a D on there, and to me it wasn't a big deal. Like, what is this really saying about me? It's not saying that I'm not kind. It's not saying I'm not compassionate. It's not saying that I don't have dreams or aspirations that I will work hard for. It's just saying that I don't care about math. Like, so because of that, I just hate that pressure. Like, looking at this fake number that y'all call a credit score and getting denied from things that, I personally know that I will pay off. Like, it's just like, I don't know. It just makes me feel funny. And going a little back to what I said about college, it's funny and it's ironic that I'm saying all these things about numbers when I was obsessed with being a 4.0 student. I'm sure y'all have heard me talk about this before, but I was a 4.0 student at North Carolina A&T State University, and I held a lot of pride in that. Wrote a lot of poems, told a lot of people, won some awards because my GPA was so high. At what cost? Was I happy? Because I was striving to be and maintain a 4.0. I had a very strong drive during this time. The drive was stronger than it was ever during my high school career. And I honestly need to question where that came from. maybe I felt like I had to prove myself as someone who had just entered adulthood, and I was doing that the best way I was taught to, which was getting a high number on a report card, even though they won't look at it when I'm applying for jobs out of college anyway. Like, I don't know. I really don't know where that drive in me came from, but it was very interesting because it was like, I want to roll. Freshman year, got you. Sophomore year, got you. Junior year, I dropped out. Like, was it really worth it? Quarantine happened my sophomore year in March, and then I entered my junior year. I transferred to Georgia State University, but I couldn't get the experience. I couldn't get the college experience. Okay, so like the one reason I was in school, the one true reason I was in school is not available to me anymore. So I'm leaving school. It kind of does irk me feeling like knowing people are listening to this video and they don't feel strong enough within themselves to actually change their own personal narrative, because it starts with us. Like, I can't tell you, how would I be sitting here telling you to drop out of college or to quit your job, quit your 9 to 5, and I didn't do it myself? I would love to tell you guys more about how I really made things work after I dropped out of school, because when I dropped out of school in October of last year, like, I didn't even appropriately do it. I still haven't even withdrew from North Carolina A&T. I just stopped going. I just stopped registering. Like, I just moved, like, moved on mentally. Like, y'all think y'all still stuck in the past? Y'all still, haven't forgiven me for my student loans? I've forgiven myself, okay? I'm even kind of surprised. Not surprised, but like, I really look back at myself at that time in awe. I don't know where was I getting money from? Like, I guess I was making money from YouTube, but my channel hadn't blew up yet. Like, I still had less than 10,000 subscribers. My mom cut me off, financially, and she was helping me pay half of my rent. My rent at that time was $1,200 a month. And it was even crazier because every time like a family member would find out, they would like have this really weird complex where they would be like, that's expensive. How are you doing that? Like, basically they were asking me like, you're not scared, without saying like, you're not scared. Like, how, like, I don't understand how you're making this work. And frankly, I didn't either. But I'm not gonna sit here and question it. I'm not trying to sit here and tell you to quit your job. I'm not sitting here telling you to try to pursue YouTube. But just like really question yourself and question what you can make happen. Like, a lot of people don't do things out of fear. A lot of people don't do things because they don't truly believe that they can really make something shake. But why wouldn't you be able to? I'm going to pop in really fast and say that everything is a choice. Oftentimes, I've seen videos with creators talking about quit your 9 to 5 and things like that. And those are really cool videos to make. I have no problem with the videos whatsoever. But whenever I scroll into the comments, I recall oftentimes seeing people like, it's not that easy. It's not that simple. You can't just tell people to quit their jobs because then they're going to actually do it. And then what then? But I feel like people are pointing the finger at the wrong people. Like, content creators and influencers, I feel like, well, some of us have people's best interests in mind. Other people cannot speak for them. They are in this for the money and the popularity, and they want to make other people feel jealous. But for the content creators that I can vouch for, I know that when we say things like that, it is really just us emphasizing what I was just saying. Stop making excuses for yourself. That's it. And I know some people might find that harsh, but they're only going to find that harsh because they're afraid to actually bet on themselves and take a leap of faith. Like, trust me, I jumped out of a plane. I know what I'm talking about. And even when it came from that, the reason I jumped out of the plane was to teach me something about fear, which if you've seen that video, you can definitely understand what I'm talking about. And because of that, I'm going to encourage you even more to do something that scares the shit out of you. Fear is a tool that we can definitely use to the best of our ability. So I figure I've been sitting here watching you for long enough that I should get up and start to finally sage this space. So I am excited. here is my sage. Like I said, I got this from Mystic Thunder on Instagram. I got it when I was in Panama. I seen it and I had to have it. I was just like, her sage looks entirely too intentional, and it was just calling my name. And I've been, y'all, I went to Panama in September. I knew when I got my apartment I would sage, and this was gonna be the sage. So let's get started. Ooh, shawty, this is nice. Ah! Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, my bad. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. God! I'm sorry. I was thinking. Oh shit! Oh my god. Okay. I hope the whole neighborhood didn't like. Oh my god. I'm crying. We gonna finish the job though. But with what I was saying about my family members subliminally projecting their fears and insecurities onto me, as I've gotten older, and I'm not even talking about years, I'm talking about within like the past few weeks, the past few months, I've been really unearthing the fact that my family has a lot of negative subconscious beliefs that have truly affected me in a really bad way. For example, given the fact that I just moved into this apartment, there's been like, a lot of out-of-pocket expenses. Like the only good thing that I was really taught about money was putting it in a savings account. So I just realized actually today as I'm recording this that I've been subconsciously hoarding money. Like, it's like, yeah, my savings account looks nice, but why do I freak out every time I have to take money out to like pay my rent or like buy, more furniture for my apartment? Like, I feel like those are things that I should do with ease. I think what I'm trying to say is I don't easily spend money. That has a lot to say about the way that I was raised and the way that I was taught to look at money. And I'm not trying to point the finger. Like, this is not something that I'm like shaming my family for, because all of this is subconscious. Like, they were teaching me the best way they were taught. And because no one has really ventured out to really like build an empire or figure out ways that they can make money aside from working a 9 to 5 that stresses them out, I just have to learn from that. Y'all, I am watching You for the second time today, and I just, oh, this whole episode just had me like, this is literally how I end the vast majority of my nights here. But yeah, as you can see, my days recently, since I've been moving into this new apartment, are very chill. And I have missed this level of chillness ever since I moved out of my last apartment. I just feel very going with the flow, very, very much like I'm able to do things on my own time. And that is something that really makes a big difference to me, because living with other people or just being in other people's spaces so much, like it doesn't feel like I'm as much in control of my life as I really am. So I'm just so grateful to finally have my own spot, to finally be filling it up with all of my things, to have my things in one place. Like, I don't know, like it's gonna, I feel like it has hit me that I'm in a new spot. It's just like, wow, like I don't know, like I'm still getting adjusted to this new life. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope that you have taken away something from it. Please let me know if you did down below. I would love to hear you guys' perception. perceptions on this. How have you implemented these things in your life, or how will you going forward? Like, let me know. I would love to hear it. Also, leave me video requests down below. Lots of more consistent content coming soon. Gratitude, because I just miss filming. Like, I just miss being in front of a camera, uploading, like just doing stuff like that. And I just felt I just had a creative blockage for so long, but now like it's on, it is up. So what's up? Like, I live with another content creator as well, so that's gonna be crazy. And yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to check out Good Molecules and all their phenomenal products in the description box down below. But other than that, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.
I've heard some crazy stories of girls dealing with city niggas. It's really sad because not only you have this damaged person, but it's like once he's loving someone, it's like it comes from this place of like he don't even know how to love because he doesn't really love himself, because if you love yourself you wouldn't even put yourself in this situation to begin with. So now once he's trying to love this person, it's like most of the times they end up hurting them, like hurting the girl or partner that they love, because it never came from the right place. And it's just,
it came from like the need for survival.